What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with another episode of Veronica Mars, Season 1, Episode 9. Let's get into it.
So Jake Kane is your father. Deal with it, Veronica. Does Dad know? Did he go after Jake Kane so obsessively because of the affair? Does this mean, is Duncan my...
Yeah. Hell.
Those photos that were sent to Mom, was that how Jake finally stuck it to Dad? If so, I'm taking this bastard down. I don't care whose father he is.
This is
one
wild.
was taken last year downtown. Mom insisted I see a counselor after Lily died. Every Thursday for 6 weeks, Dr. Dave and I stared across an ottoman at each other. But which Thursday? Book week?
When was book week? Now there's an attitude I like to see in our post-literate age. It's always the first week in February.
Okay, now I know which Thursday. In the picture, I'm standing in this exact spot. Whoever took those photos had to be sitting at this exact table. It's the only one where the angle matches. Dated and time-stamped.
Can you tell me if you keep all your receipts? Is it possible for you to pull just the ones from February 4th between 4:45 and 5:30? Someone's been stalking me.
Oh my God.
I'm positive whoever took these shots was sitting at that table over there.
Clarence Weedman. Big mistake paying with a credit card.
Dum-dum.
And there he is, the man who took surveillance photos of me. Wouldn't you know?
Kane Software, main number, please.
Kane Software.
Give me Clarence Weedman, please.
You've reached Clarence Weedman, head of security, Kane Software.
And there it is. I know who's responsible for scaring Mom away. If Jake Kane is my biological father, that information is going to be worth millions. And after what that family has done to mine, I intend to collect.
Oh, shit.
What happened to you?
Collect.
A little collision at home now. Cover your eyes.
Did you fall in the garbage disposal?
No, home plate. See?
Did you see a doctor?
It's fine. Now, come on. You gotta see this.
Jacked up like some hillbilly kid who just stumbled into Daddy's meth lab.
Come on. Sit.
Whoa.
It's a waterbed. Come on, you've wanted one of these things since like you were 5 years old.
I also wanted to marry Vanilla Ice.
You begged
Do they
me
still
for a
make those?
waterbed like 4 years in a row.
It's all coming back to me now. Santa was cool with the
It
basic
fucked up my
concept,
back.
but had grave doubts about second floor deployment.
If it had been my call,
You're
I
so
would have.
full of it. But it is incredibly sweet of you. Yard sale, right? $10 maybe? It's okay. You forgot to remove the masking tape price tag sticker. Our money situation being what it is, I'm glad you didn't blow your wad on a whim gift for me.
You'll be even gladder to know that I got as a throw-in with some old Gordon Lightfoot LPs.
I love you.
Yeah, you too. Well, anyway, sorry it took so long to get Santa's old dead ass in gear. Night, sweetie.
He was as well-adjusted a kid as you could ever want to meet. Lots of friends and school
waterbed.
activities.
Super popular.
Girlfriends. Not into the drug scene, as far as we could tell.
Definitely not a druggie. Casey is just not the kind of kid who just up and joins a cult.
I know what you're thinking. Spoiled rich boy raised in the soulless lap of luxury.
6 weeks ago, Casey kisses me goodbye and drives to school, but he never comes home.
He says he's gone off to live at some place called the Moon Calf Collective. Thanks for all you've done, guys, but I can take it from here.
The Porsche.
He sold his Boxster and gave all the money over to the cult.
Oh, hell no.
Here's what we need and what we're prepared to pay handsomely for you to do. Thank you very much.
Now what?
I'm trying to draw a blood sample. Our health teacher said she'll give extra credit for anyone taking a self-administered HIV test. I ordered this thing online, but I am seriously punking on this finger stick.
This is so endearing. My badass action figure daughter is afraid to draw a teensy little drop of blood.
If you really were a good father, you'd let me draw some of your blood for the test. Besides, you've been sexually active. I haven't.
You're serious about this, aren't you?
Oh my God, it's a DNA test, bro.
You wuss. So those are the parents of Casey Gant, you know?
Unfortunately, yeah. Just another slice off the loaf of pain-in-the-ass 09erdom.
Parents are still a little irked about his decision to run off and join a cult.
He joined a cult? What do they worship? Wedgies? Their parents' platinum cards?
Doesn't matter. He's 18, so there's little the law can do. The Gants are offering a $5,000 bonus, so it's time to focus.
Target acquired and locked on.
They'd be paying us for is proof of any unlawful activity out there. Firearms, drugs, kidnapping. All we need is a sound legal basis for the sheriff's department to shut him down. This boy is a classmate of yours. Maybe you can find something that'll shed some light. You know, his parents say he's still showing up at school.
For a
$5,000's a nice chunk of change.
$5,000 bonus, I'll get you his genetic code.
Do not even think about going to the compound yourself. I'll run the title search, take the recon shots, all of that. New compris non new.
Mais oui. Gotcha, Frenchie.
You know damn well she's going.
So there's no health class extra credit. There is, however, an online company that does paternity testing. I need to know who my father is.
Me too. Well, not mine. I know who mine is.
I am not ready
I
to
wanna know
face
who
Duncan.
yours
Too many
is.
sweet memories have become chilling what-ifs.
Hacky sack, the final arena of unquestioned white domination. New crush?
Hardly. That's Casey Gant. He sold his Porsche, joined a cult, and took up hacky sack.
He looks normal enough.
Not if you knew him before.
The prisoners pray when they're on death row. Hear the angels sing. The junkie cries for love, but it's all run out.
Go on, Eli.
When the angels sing the sins of the world and the tears they start to fall, when it all comes down, hear the angels sing.
Casey Gant, you can learn good manners or go see Mr. Clement. You're doing great.
That's not original poetry. That's a social distortion song.
Is that true, Eli?
I know who'll give me all the dirt I want. His ex-girlfriend.
I mean, one day he's totally cool, and the next he's like alien lobotomy boy.
Any explanation?
Just a lot of babbling about renouncing the toxic death style of late-stage capitalist society. I think composting came up too once. It was just so bizarre. I mean, I had to cut him loose.
Did he talk about any new friends he'd made?
No, but you know what? I think he's got something going on with Miss Mills.
You mean like sexually?
Yeah.
Inappropriate.
Even started working for the literary magazine. This is the same guy who's been downloading every writing assignment since the 7th grade. There's no way they're not getting it on.
How to get in tight with the lit mag crowd. Become one of them.
Dad, you're an ex-cop. Can't you find someone to intimidate the maintenance soup into fixing the hot water problem? Nimrod has been feeding us the same line for 5 months.
Just try to tough it out. If we get that $5,000 bonus, maybe we can go look for a new place.
Hope you all have those editorial content analyses I signed last week. Everybody good? And let's break into groups of 4 and start comparing notes.
That man's hair.
Can you feel the love?
Hey,
Well,
Veronica.
damn.
Miss Mills, what's up?
Read the poem you submitted for the literary journal. I cut because I can.
There were a bunch I thought about submitting, but that one seemed more relevant to where I am now. So, are you gonna publish it?
You have a very unique outlook, Veronica. If you ever feel like sharing, there's a place where you're always welcome to do so. We're kind of like family.
I have some friends who work on your literary magazine, and they say it's really cool.
I'm talking about the folks out at the Mooncalf Collective. That's where I live. Something tells me you'd really enjoy visiting.
So Miss Mills lures kids out to cult headquarters?
That sounds
What?
great.
Yo, Daddy
Ready to
said
go whenever you
no.
are.
What did Dad say about going out there?
He said hell to the gnaw. You need to report this damn teacher.
This is all so amazing. I feel like I'm on a movie set or something.
And as far as you can see is all ours. You should take some time later, wander around. Just stay out of the barn. You do not want to go in there, trust me.
Why?
Hey, way to throw me off your trail, Holly. Don't go in the barn, whatever you do.
Come meet my man. Well, really, he kind of belongs to all of us.
Forbidden barn? Check. Implied polygamy? Check. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a cult.
Veronica, this is Josh.
Hi. Help. I knew I should have included a few discreet lesbian overtones in that poem.
Hey, Veronica. I heard you were coming, but I had to see to believe.
Your
I don't
hair
blame
looks
you.
better
This is
pushed back.
Off my beaten path a bit.
But now that I
Aaron
think about it, it makes
Samuels.
perfect sense that you'd wind up here sooner or later. I'm sure I'll be seeing a lot more of you, and I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Veronica, it's only a few hours till dinner time. Why don't you stay and join us? As you can see, the gardens have really blessed us this year.
Sure, that would be great. I'm starving. All I had today was beef Mexican melt and cinnamon Crispus.
Those Crispus are awesome, aren't they? Frankly, I'd give my body to anybody for one of those Choco Taco ice cream desserts.
Believe it or not, I think we can raise the culinary bar a bit higher. As you can see, we get a lot done through teamwork. If you want to jump in, you're more than welcome if you're interested.
Fair warning, though. My idea of gourmet cooking is sprinkling on some 3-year-old Bacos to my microwave soup.
We find our satisfaction in realizing the visions of Chef Django here.
Secret ingredients, love.
I'm Rain.
Veronica, but where do I start?
Actually, I'm just about done here, but I'll hook you up with a job that's a little more fun.
No, bitch.
Paralysis.
No, we good.
See, Veronica? It's pretty easy once you get the rhythm down.
No.
Easy for you, but I'm not getting a freaking drop.
Are you nervous, sweetie?
Got the youngest Mooney away from the herd. Time to dig up dirt.
So I guess you can tell I learned all I know about country life from Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman reruns. I was under the assumption that milking takes place in, a barn.
Sometimes, I guess. But I don't think there's any hard, fast rule, though.
It's a sex barn.
So Josh is cool, huh? It's kind of sexy.
Really? I hadn't really noticed. But you're right, he's a great guy. You're really gonna enjoy getting to know him.
I'll bet. Holly says it's looking like a kick-ass harvest this year. I don't think I asked what you guys were growing.
I guess you could say it's the ultimate cash crop.
Yahtzee. And what's that?
I can't even begin to describe it, but it'll blow your mind.
Enough already. Let's break out the mushrooms and dance naked. Strap on the goat skull headgear. Sacrifice a few infants. You're cultists. Start acting like it.
Why don't you come on over here?
Oh.
I feel like I gave you the hit and run treatment earlier.
Wow, it's Bizarro world.
I'm serious. We've been going to classes together for, what, 3 years? I don't think we actually ever really talked. Lately, I feel like I've been missing out on.
So how's everybody's day?
I woke up scared. I felt like I was in a dream of peace.
Do not roll your eyes, Veronica. You're undercover.
It's strange, isn't it? How we believe more in the reality of pain.
Suddenly I realized I was conscious only of my own voice and delivery. I was like correcting myself.
I have to watch out for that all the time myself.
This is scary. I'm 32 years old and I feel like I'll never have a better moment than this.
Hey, how about a big mooncalf welcome for the honored guests?
Veronica's a writer, a poet. She has a unique voice I think you'd all appreciate. Would you honor us with the one you showed me earlier?
Y'all are being weird.
4 out of 5 cult leaders like their handmaidens nubile, teetering on the edge of a breakdown.
Go for it, Veronica.
I'm sorry, I have to go.
There.
Oh God,
that
where's she
performance
going?
should have them asking me back.
Go peek in the crack. What is it? Marijuana's?
Veronica, you all right?
Oh, God. I'm so sorry. I was freaked out and just wanted someplace to sit before driving.
Oh, it's my fault, Veronica. I shouldn't have teased you earlier with all that stuff about the forbidden barn.
One of our neighbors is going to put down Hildegard here. We're nursing her back, slowly but surely.
That's all that was in there was the damn horse?
You're covered in mud.
That's why you make the big bucks.
So what'd you find out about my boy Casey?
His ex-girlfriend confirms what his parents said. He's a full-blooded cultist. I can't get it out of my mind. Somewhere in Pennsylvania, a lab tech is determining if I'm heir to a billion-dollar fortune. If I am an heiress, as God is my witness, I'll never take cold showers again.
Casey, wait up. I'm so ashamed of myself for my meltdown last night. I was a rampaging jackass.
Have you forgotten who you're talking to? Okay, I wrote the Jackass Bible, the Jackass Quran, the Jackass Talmud. Why don't you come back out?
If I'm not an heiress, Dad and I could really use this $5 grand.
Veronica! How happy I am to see you again. I guess, you can see everyone else feels the same way?
Get your game face on, Mars.
I'm floored.
Listen, would you like to join me for a walk?
No. No, creep.
This is when the cult leader claims me as his new bride.
I'm not judging you, I'm
That
judging
fake
your
fur was
ugly
a poor
shirt.
choice to infiltrate Utopia.
You might want to consider opening yourself up, letting other people inside.
Let other people inside? Got anyone particular in mind? Maybe if I discreetly flash Mr. Taser.
So, has anyone told you what we grow here?
I heard it was the ultimate cash crop.
That it is.
Impressive, isn't it?
Aren't these poinsettias?
Christmas is right around the corner. So we never would have been able to finish off the greenhouse if Casey hadn't given us that money.
I wish I wasn't so broke right now. Otherwise, I'd try to chip in too.
Oh, well, our goal isn't to be a charity case. It's not that we have anything against money. It's just, it's kind of like water, you know? Lots of symbolic power, but really just a lifeless substance when you get right down to it. But the paradox is life as we know it. Be impossible without it.
You're saying you don't want my money, you don't want my body, you just want me to be happy. Strange.
Listen up, everybody. We've got Sal from the county water department. He's out here to check for lead in the pipes, so try not to use the water for the next 15
Dad?
minutes, all right?
Oh, shit.
That's it. I'm dead.
Sure are.
There you are. What the hell were you thinking, Veronica? Since when do you reserve the right to totally blow off my instructions?
Dad, I screwed up. Big time, I know. Trust me, I'll be following your game plan the rest of the way.
They just seemed so harmless.
What is your basis for that call? The absence of swastikas engraved on their foreheads? Please, reassure me that you aren't that dense.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Did you plant any bugs when you were out there?
Yes.
You been listening in?
Uh-huh.
Heard anything incriminating yet?
Nope. Listening to the Brady Bunch with a reggae soundtrack.
What about your background check on Josh?
Up until 4 years ago, he was the manager of a downloadable ring development team at E-Tones. Quit his job, cashed out his stock, and used it to buy the land for the collective. Holly's totally clean as well. You are officially off this case. I'll take it home from here.
Aren't you even interested in what I've learned?
What's the point, Veronica? These moon calves probably don't merit the full ATF fire-bombing treatment. They're just a bunch of tie-dyed Oliver Twists who scam naive kids to pay the bills. Mr. Gann.
I'm sure you have a lot to report, but first, there's something you need to know.
Mr. Mars, my mother, Casey's grandmother, is dying and not expected to make it more than a couple of days.
Oh.
Something else we've just learned from her attorney.
What's that?
If she dies, the bulk of her fortune, about $80 million, goes to Casey. We're afraid he's simply gonna hand it all over to that cult.
I appreciate that information. I wish I could say that I found something that we could nail him on. I mean, not yet anyway. At least you should know that I've seen no evidence that Casey's in danger.
The sooner we get him off of that farm, the better. If your current strategies aren't working, perhaps you should try something new.
What's your background anyway, if you don't mind my asking?
One vulgar term is deprogramming.
No kidding. I've heard of that. How does that work anyway?
I control the elements of a subject's social and psychological environment to eradicate undesirable modes of behavior. I'm then able to reinstill desirable ones. I'm quite good at my work.
I bet.
We just want Casey back home again.
No, you want the $80 million. Don't be lying.
This is a sensitive
Don't
situation.
be lying.
We ask that you proceed accordingly.
You want the 80 mil.
Not to sweat you, V, but when will we see the FBI swarm's cult compound headline?
We found diddly squat on the moon calves. Plus, my dad caught me out at the farm, so now it's seriously off limits. As if that weren't enough, I'm starting to doubt the whole rationale for what we're doing. Noxious, overbearing, 09er butthead Casey has become a really sweet guy. I think this cult deserves most of the credit.
Sounds to me, Veronica, like you've been drinking the Kool-Aid. You better recognize.
Thank you for being my own personal Springer audience. Should I check myself before I wreck myself?
All I'm saying is you may be getting a little soft.
Hey, Veronica, I've got to go visit my grandma in the hospital after school. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah, Casey, I'd love to.
Soft. It's still hard to see her this way. Want to hear something sad?
Sure.
My parents' fortune. Every last nickel of it comes from Grandma's publishing company. Mom and Dad had nothing to do with it. Grandma provided for everything. Then a couple of years ago, when she started having strokes, started forgetting stuff, my parents, who call her Grand Monster behind her back, just stopped paying any attention to her. It's amazing how much better they started treating me once they found out that she decided to leave all of her money to me.
So, how long have they known she was willing her money to you?
They've known for a year.
They greedy. Fucked up.
I wish I could come with you.
I know. Thanks for spending all this time with me.
Why would they call her Grand Monster if it was the
if
lady's
you wanted
mom?
to, you could.
Crazy thing? I do want to. Rain?
Oh, shit.
That must be good milk.
Recognize her? That's Rain, one of the girls from the collective. Real name, Debbie Meyer. She's a runaway, a minor.
So we gotta call the Gant family right away.
Hold it, please, Dad. Let's think about this for a minute.
This is what we're working for. We were praying for a break, and now you gave it to us. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor, it's a serious crime.
You've been around these people. Do you honestly think they're corrupting anyone? They're exactly what they seem to be. A bunch of sweet, naive 60s throwbacks.
Definitely beside the point. Even if they are the utopian sweethearts you think they are, we don't answer, morally or otherwise, to the Mooncalf Collective. We answer to our clients who pay us to do a job, and that job is to find the information they want.
That's true.
Hey, Veronica. Casey told me you were out at the farm last night.
Holly, there's something you need to know about right now. The thing is, I work for my dad, who's a private detective, okay? And...
Uh-oh.
Mr. Clemens just called me to his office.
Grandma died.
My grandma died this morning.
Josh, Holly, I've done something. I found out that Rain was a runaway. I told my dad about it. You have to get her the hell out of there right away.
It's okay, Veronica. Everything's gonna be just fine. We appreciate you being upfront with us. If you'll excuse us. Come join us later if you like.
Thanks, Josh. I won't keep him long.
I appreciated you being here. For no reason that I can see, you've been a real friend to me lately.
Can you really say that after what I just told you?
I guess I don't think you were faking the kindness. Am I wrong? Well, I guess I better go have this conversation with my parents. They want to hear that I'm not going to let them starve.
Is it really that easy? Are they really just nice? Damn, I was guilty of being judgy.
Hey, come on, what are you... Hey!
Hey! What are you doing to him? Stop! Stop! Dad, we have to call the police. Casey's just been kidnapped.
Kidnapped by who?
By his parents and that creepy guy. They grabbed him in the parking lot at the funeral and shoved him in the limo and drove away.
They grabbed him? So it was against his will then? He tried to get away?
No, it's not like he was running from them. I was kind of far away, but I could tell he was surprised by what was happening.
I wasn't there. You saw what you saw. I'm not doubting your interpretation. If I was still sheriff and somebody told me an 18-year-old kid got into a car with his parents after his grandmother's funeral, well, there's nothing I could do about it. Not for a couple of days anyway, so let's just hold off, see what happens.
I wish we hadn't turned over that information about the collective.
We didn't.
What? You didn't?
I thought about what you said, what I heard on the wiretap, and you were right. Once you get past all the 60s theme park trappings, that community's a lot more wholesome and functional than, just for example, Neptune is. Also did a little checking on Debbie Meyer. What a life. Poor kid's been in 4 foster homes since she was 8 years old. Reports of serious abuse in at least 2. I had to admit it. She's a lot better off where she is.
With each day that passes, I come more to terms with the question of my paternity.
What's this?
Free crab rangoon with purchase of Happy Family dinner at Walk and Roll. Fat. Don't think I didn't notice the sacrifice.
My pleasure.
Bro.
I sent off for those test results because I wanted the truth. Jake Kane could be my father, but whether he is or isn't, would I really claim him as such and deny the man who raised me?
Veronica, wait up.
What's up? I mean, you don't have to deny the man that raised you, but at least you know, like, could know.
Now that's a sweet ride. What's up, Veronica?
They brainwashed him.
The DNA test results. It's my call now. I can open this letter and find out if my dad is really my dad.
Open it! They're gonna not. There's no fucking way they're gonna open it.
Hey, Dad.
I mean to ask a silly question, but is it really necessary that you do that right now?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it is.
No. Y'all ain't getting off that easy for me. I want to know. That's bullshit. You better tell me sometime. Better not make me wait too long. That was interesting. That was an interesting case. It was pretty chill compared to some other episodes. I mean, it definitely made you like think a certain way about the cult and stuff like that, because I think that word automatically already has a negative connotation to it. They were just like nice people, so I thought that was a cool, it's like interesting that that's the twist on it these days, especially. I mean, I know this is older, but pretty cool episode. Looking forward to the next one. Let me know what y'all thought about this one. I'll see you soon. Bye.